Okay, I'm not sure if anybody's in here, so I'm going to post a comment. Now that we've gone live, let me see. Yeah, it's working. Okay. And I love the fact that on.
Oh, I got to turn my sound down on this one. Oops. There we go.
All right, so you have to mute. You have to mute the YouTube.
Well, I have to be able to hear you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But are you looking at the comments? Can you see the comments on the screen in StreamYard?
Yeah, no. I have a.
Right. So when you look it on your phone, mute the sound on your phone.
I did.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Okay, so. Got it. Okay.
Wow, there's a small bit of a lag on my phone. So
on both phones. Yeah, it's going to be, the legs are going to be on both of our phones. Okay, so now going to. Okay, Vanessa, you are now moderator on my channel. Type again.
whoa. There we go. Marina, are you talking? Marina. Can you hear me? Because I've lost sound if not.
I muted my mic. Can you? Yeah, I muted my mic by accident.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, we having problems here.
Yeah, I muted my Hey, Sandra. Yeah, I muted my mic by accident.
Oops.
All right, good. She's showing up as moderator. Okay, good enough. Okay, hi everybody. Now that we've got all the kinks worked out with this new StreamYard powered up instead of Google Hangouts. So this is a new platform that they made in replacing of Google Hangouts. So going to, there you go. Now you can see it. So basically, we've got the instructions all written down right now. It's handwritten and it's a jumbled mess. But we're going to go through the live stream and we're going to make this album from scratch. All these instructions will be posted on Creative Jewels by Emily Facebook page under the files, as well as on Scrapbooking Ottawa, so that you can show, and I'll have a copy of the materials that you're going to need, different ideas for paper pads, as well as the written instructions as best as we can. And I apologize for the mess on my desk right now, but we've been kind of working on some new projects. Coming right now, it's just going to be jumbled projects between here and the new year. Starting in the new year, and I will put a list again in the both Facebook groups. We will be starting brand new albums, 8x8 albums, or approximately that size. Let me show you what I am talking about. If I can get my hands up there. Yes, I can. All right, bear with me for a moment because I'm just going to take it out of the protective cover. So this is going to be the album that we are going to be making. Not this paper, but similar to it. So this is, just going to bring up my camera a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Okay, so this is approximately almost 9 by 9, so 8 3/4 by 8 3/4. The pages themselves are going to be 8 by 8. So when you open it up, it starts off with this. This is the one page. and it has a pop-up die cut in here with the paper. The second page is going to be with the flips. So you flip over one and flip over a second with this section in here. Then you have a pocket in between each pages, and it has 1, 2, 3, 5 pages in total. So it's going to pocket in there. You have a envelope pocket here. This one's a flip page with the 2 flips going upwards. The next page itself is going to be another pocket page. This one's just simple with a die cut on it. Again, the pockets in between. Next one is going to be a flip page with a pocket in there. Then this side is 2 flips side by side. And then the next one is with the belly band that you put a photo mat in here. And then the very last page on the inside is going to be a waterfall page with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra mats. So you've got it double-sided, so you can fit about 12 pages. And then the last 2 sections, I'm still designing it. It's going to have another waterfall on this side. It's going to have another fall, but instead of going up and down, it's going to go side to side with the belly band. And then the back cover will have probably either a pocket or some kind of a journal in a journal. So that's the book that we're going to start in January. And I will be putting up a supply list in Emily's Creative Jewels by Emily, as well as in Scrapbooking Ottawa. So that'll give you plenty of time to go out and buy the paper pads or the scoreboard, because you're going to need a scoreboard. You're going to need chipboard, medium weight chipboard. You're going to need at least 1 or 2 paper pads of 24 sheets or more, some lace, some trim, some Tyvek if you can get it, and then coordinating cardstock. So in this one here, I did black and brown, but we can do it all black, which my next one is going to be all black. And I'll be going through the instructions and everything starting in January, because that'll give me a chance to also send down everything that Emily's going to need, and also to give you guys all a chance to gather all your materials and everything to put together. If you have any questions, please message me on YouTube, or you can message me on Facebook under Marina Yulden. So that is just to write it up. I'm just putting it in the comment. All right, so my name in Facebook is Marina Yulden, or my YouTube under Marina's Creations. So for today, we are going to do a really, really simple journal memory album, just to get you guys into the mood, into an idea of how we're going to be doing this. So today's materials that you're going to need is 2 sheets, or sorry, 2 chipboards, lightweight if possible. Medium weight won't work because you need to be able to bend it. So something like this, even a cereal box or a any kind of a box or anything like that. If you are planning on using a box or something like that, you kind of have to do a prototype with paper first, the way we've done it, then cut out your chipboard out of a cereal box. Thank you, Vanessa. So this is the prototype to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Is basically, it is a simple album that looks like this. And you are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. And it is done on chipboard cover. And when you lay it down flat, it's going to be able to flip 1, 2, oops, So right now it's just so that I can show it to you 3 and 4. It's just with holding together with paper clips, and we're going to have a back and a front. Any questions so far? Vanessa, can you also put a link to Emily's Creative Jewels by Emily, please? Okay, so Emily, how are you? Are you set with materials and stuff like that so we can get started with this?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the first step we're going to do is I've got, and you can use either 8.5 by 11 or you can use a 12 by 12 lightweight chipboard. Doesn't matter which one. The idea here is it's got to be a little bit bendable because we're going to make it kind of a little bit of a flimsy type of album. And sorry if I keep pausing, it's just that I'm basically doing, just checking the messages. I can't really read it from where I'm sitting. Okay, so the first step you're going to do is you've got the 2 sheets and you are going to cut them down. And Emily, you've got the instructions on this as well. So you can follow along with me because we just finished working it out. Okay, so you're going to cut them down to 9" by 5 3/4 or 5.75.
So long way.
The long way, you're going to cut it down. If you take the paper, so this is your 11-inch side. You're going to cut it down to 9 inches. And then turn it around and you're going to cut it to 5 3/4 or 5.75. And ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pre-apologize, but my dog is going to go ballistic. So you're going to hear him barking his head off in a minute. Okay, so both chipboard pieces is the same size, so 9" by 5.34 or 5.75 for those of you that are in the metric. I don't know, metric, imperial, I don't know. All right, so once you've got those 2 pieces of paper, take out your scoreboard, or in Emily's case, mark it with a ruler. And Emily, you want to show how you're going to do it with marking it on the ruler and bending it backwards, that you, since you don't have a scoreboard?
Yes, ma'am.
So once you have the paper, lay it down this way on your scoreboard, and you are going to mark at the 3". You're going to score at 3" on each side, on each paper. And I need a better.
Oh, I think I just cut my mark off.
Somewhere I buried it. There it is. So that's 1. And that one is 2. Okay, and then fold it back on each mark and burnish it.
All right, the 3" mark, the short side or the long side?
It's on the long side. So this is the long side. Okay, I can't. Hold on a minute. Just switch it back to StreamYard. Okay, so you're going to, on the long side, on the 9", section, you're going to score it at 3 inches.
Is that on one or both?
Both.
Okay. There's two different ways you can do this. If you don't have a
Scoreboard.
scoreboard, you could either mark it on both ends here, which I'm going to do at 3 inches. If you have a bone folder, a knife, a back end of a scissors, anything that has like a smooth but surface that you can bend it. You can either use your ruler to bend it up, or if you have a bone folder and a cutting mat, which I do, which is underneath here, you can take your ruler and line up your spots where you marked and use your bone folder to make a crease here. And then you can fold it. Now, if you don't have a bone folder and you have no other ways to do it, here's the second way you can do it. As I said, line up your edges or line up your marks. And bend up. And then use your ruler if you have a edge here. And just fold it down like that. So there you have your creases. Two different ways you could do it if you don't have either one. So there you go.
Okay, so now you've got the 2 sheets with the creases on either side. So now you're going to take the 2 sheets and you're going to overlap it on the 3-inch mark. So where you made the 2 pieces, you're going to overlap it like this. Yep. So that you're going to create and glue them down with your art glitter glue. And it's stuck again. Give me a sec. I got a trusty little pin.
Oh, it just logged up on me and it was just coming out perfectly.
Yeah, mine does the same thing with the art glitter glue.
Why? I don't know. Right. You can also use a also use an ink pen with the ruler if you don't have a bone folder as well.
Yep.
And it's a shed. I mean, you can use several different things. You're never without a tool in your craft room.
So that now becomes your basic mini album. Now it's very simple. It's not going to be very sturdy. And we're not going to reinforce it, but you can use Tyvek in the corners here so that it makes it a little bit stronger. Or, okay, Emily, remind me what it is that you guys use in the States. Is it tennis wrap or grapher's tape? Grapher's tape, right?
Grapher's tape is normally for the up northern states because here in the south, not a lot of hockey players or tennis players use it. So, yeah.
We use here in Canada, we use hockey tape, and that's what I'm going to use today to reinforce it. So my problem is I don't know what I did with the two 1.5 inch. Hang on a second, guys. I forgot to pull it out. I need the 1.5 inch of the hockey tape in white. I think it might be in this drawer. At least I think it is.
See, the only tape that I have, Marina, on hand right now is like the type of tape.
Okay. I seem to have, my tape seems to have gone MIA.
I just have the 3 millimeter Scotch tape.
Okay. I've only got, yeah, you've got the 3 millimeter. Yeah, you can use that too. I'm going to use the hockey tape.
Okay. Hey, happy Joy.
And hi, Joy. if anybody wants to purchase these albums, they will be available in Emily's next auction. Probably hers will be available on the, what's the next auction date? 2 weeks, next week, Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
Black Friday, the 29th, or mine will be available the one she has in, the first one that she has in December, because it's going to take me a while to send it to her. So taking the black, any kind of cloth tape, what you're going to do is starting on the outside, and you want to put it even. And yes, Emily, I forgot to put these instructions, and I will do so
Yeah, I was
afterwards.
wondering where this was.
Yeah,
I'll
I
add it
forgot.
in.
And I'm going to actually use the black one, because I just realized we have to reinforce the side. So I've got black hockey tape. And by the way, this you can buy on Amazon. This is where I got mine. It's 1.5 inch, and I can link this as well later in Emily's
So you
group.
want, so this will be fine for now.
Yeah, that'll be fine for now. That's just masking tape, but
Yeah.
it'll reinforce the one that you've got going.
All right. So now that I understand, does it go over the crease here?
Yes, this is going to be the front of our cover. Okay, it doesn't matter which side you start with, but the way to do it is you're going to unroll the tape about twice the length of the album itself. Sorry, you're going to cover. So if the album is 5.75, you're going to go to approximately 6.5. So you want to do it just a overhang on both sides, and then center it in the middle. So like this.
So that's that one. So about 1 inch to 1.5 inches over the edge of each side.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and center the tape. Gotcha.
Yeah. Then once use your bone folder and just kind of push it down, and then turn it around and put these on there.
Put these on there.
Like flop it over. See how I've got it on the other side? Like that.
Yeah.
And do the same thing with the other corner.
So do you bend it over?
Yeah. And again, you can use hockey tape, you can use grapher's tape, you can use Scotch cloth, any kind of cloth tape would work. You kind of want to avoid using duct tape because it leaves a really bad, it's like really heavy, and it's those ridges on the tape that I don't like.
Oh, that's not even, Steven.
Okay, so once you get those two sections burnished down, your next is going to take another piece of the tape, and you're going to put it on the inside like this. You're going to overlap it and bringing it down just a little bit from the edge here. So about 1/4 inch. And overlap it on top and cut it down about 1/4 inch.
So like this, just basically cover the
Yeah, but you don't want to go all the way to the top on each side.
Okay.
You want to go down 1/4 inch on each side.
Gotcha.
And the scissors I'm using are really bad, so I'm sorry, guys. It's not giving me a clean cut. I have got to find non-stick scissors.
Oh, I'd love to have a pair of non-stick scissors. I ruined so many. End up having to clean them with alcohol or Googling.
Yeah. Now I use non-acetate nail polish remover. It works just as good.
Non-acetone.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, again, burnish it down so that it really sticks. Then do the same thing on the other side. Hey, Nana. Welcome to the channel. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side.
Whoa.
And hopefully this time I can get it.
This will go straight because it's wanting to shit.
Yeah, mine's just doing the same thing, but that's okay. Honestly, you're not going to see anything of the edges once we do this. Because once we cover it up with paper, you're not going to see it. That's good enough.
All right.
There we go. So it's still a little bit flimsy, but the edges are now reinforced. Your creases. Now, remember, if you happen to have a cereal box or anything like that, you don't have to put the two pieces together. You can cut it out the whole length and then just reinforce the edges with the cloth tape. So the whole thing itself, if you're going to use a cereal box, it is going to be, I think we calculated 15 inches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm measuring right now.
I think it's 15.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, it's 15 inches with the score marks at 6 inch, 9 inch, 6 inch and 9 inch. So your spine is going to be 3 inches wide. Does that work out?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a scotch. It's in between the 3 and the first notch, so we're
Yeah, so it's approximately 3 inches.
Yeah.
I'm doing well, Nana. Thank you for asking. I've just been really, really busy and getting some other things done and haven't really done any live streams. But starting next year, if you go back to the beginning of this, I showed the album that we're going to be making. And we're going to do that, a couple of things. And we've got some other projects up our sleeves, especially coming up in the next couple of weeks. And if there are any other crafters out there that would like to learn and join us at the same time, because SteamYard can take up to 6 people, I'd like to have a couple of more crafters with us doing it. That would be great. But everybody will be doing the same project.
Right, and we'll give a list of oh crud. I about said ingredients again. A list of supplies that you will be needing for each album or journal that we will be making. So you all will be well prepared for the things that we will be making.
Yeah. Today's one will be up in a couple of days.
Did you mute yourself? I can't hear you.
I did. So I keep hitting the wrong button on my freaking headset. So the list of materials and instructions and everything will be up on Emily's and my scrapbooking Facebook, either later today or sometime tomorrow, as soon as I learn how to make files to upload. Because that's the one thing I have not done. Okay, so now once you have this, so the next step is, and we should have done this beforehand, but I wasn't thinking, is take a pencil or some kind of a marking tool, and the best that you can, starting at one side of the album, you are going to mark it at 1/2 inch intervals. So let me mark it and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I don't actually, let me
Not
mark it
across the album, but across the spine, guys.
across the top. Yeah, across the spine. Across the spine. Mark it at the top and at the bottom. Once I've done the markings, I will show you. Now, mine is done in pen, just so that you can see. All right, see how I've got the markings? So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks. That's the spine, in the spine area. So these are the 2 flaps in the spine area. You're going to mark it at 1/2 inch intervals on both the top and on the bottom. All right, so tell me when you're ready for the next step.
There's one thing we need to mark on the instructions. We didn't change that. I had to just change it just now.
Change it on the instructions for what? The 1/2 inch marks?
Yeah.
We did. It's on there.
I must have changed it in a different spot. 3.
Yeah, maybe. I'll go back and check it afterwards when I actually type this up. That'll make sense, and then send you a copy of it.
That'll work, because I can probably print that.
Yeah.
That's just rough instructions.
Exactly.
All right.
Like I said, it's not going to actually come out perfect until we actually make it.
Right.
Now, what color? We were going to make the pages black, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you've got black chipboard, lightweight black chipboard, that's better. If not, just use this chipboard. It's going to show through, unfortunately, but I don't have any black to show you how to make it. This is the only chipboard I have, and the other chipboard that I've got is a medium weight, way too heavy. So the next step is to take black cardstock, and you're going to want at least 10 to 15 sheets, if not a few more. So starting, if you got 12 by 12, that's great. Take the 12 by 12. One second, I'm going to raise my camera a bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to take the 12 by 12.
All right, you just shifted, Marina.
Yeah, I know, I saw it. My freaking camera. There you go. Can you see it now?
Yeah, but you need to go down just a hair, because I see the top, I see your pens, and I see your ink. There you go, right there.
Okay, so on the 12, on the 8.5 by 11.
You shifted again.
It's because I'm moving the desk. The desk is moving the camera. I'll fix the camera next time. For right now, you can see pretty much what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so you are going to start. You're going to need 10 pieces of black cardstock, 8.5 by 11. If you've got 12 by 12, that's fine. Cut it down to 8.5 by 11.
Okay, Marina, you need to tell them what we're about to do, because all we did was the...
Okay, so the first thing, what we're going to do is you're going to now, after you've done the cover, put it aside. Right now, next we're going to actually make the pages.
All right, so second set of instructions will be coming up next.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is, again, you're going to go with your scoreboard. Okay, so the first thing is on the 11-inch side. you are going to,
I have 12.
you got
So,
12 by 12. So cut yours down to 8.5 by 11.
okay. Let's see. I need a mark.
So while Emily's doing that, I'm going to give the instructions. So on the 11-inch side, you are going to score at 3 inches and at 8 1/4. Okay, so that you have, it looks like this. So you've got one score mark at the 3-inch, and the second score mark is at your 8 1/4, 8 1/4. Once you have it scored on that side, turn the paper around to portrait way, and you are going to score at 1/2 inch.
All right. Did I cut my mark off? No, there it is.
At 1/2 inch and at 6 inches.
Hang tight just a second. All right, so I'm at 8.5 by 11.
Yep. So lay it down portrait or landscape. Lay it down landscape. So in other words, on the 11-inch side. And you are going to mark at the, did we say? You are going to mark at the 3-inch mark and at the 8 1/4. And that's where you're going to make your folds.
Okay. It said 3 and 8 1/4.
Yep. And guys, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Or if I'm going too fast, please let us know. And then, okay, then turn it this way.
Hang on.
Yep.
Hang on. Let me rescore this because it wasn't deep enough. I can do the fold. Shoot. All right. Now, turn it.
Okay, turn it the other way. So you're going to turn it going up and down. And you are going to score at the 1/2 inch mark and at the 6-inch mark. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
1/2 inch and at 6 inch.
Yep.
All right. Now.
Yep. Score those lines too. And I got a fly in my room. I got to go open my door a bit. It's too freaking hot in here again.
My ruler was wanting to move. I think I need to put some stuff on the back of it. Oh well, close enough.
Yep, close enough. Okay, so once you have it with the markings, you're going to make 10 pages the exact same way. And I apologize, I'm going to take you guys on a ride. Let's see if this works a bit better.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut my pages down. Okay?
There, okay. Yeah, can you see it better now? I brought the camera up a bit more.
Oh,
Now
that's wonderful.
Yeah, so I brought it up higher. Okay, so, no, Emily, let's finish off with the first page before you start cutting them all down.
Okay.
Okay, so let's show the full page how it's made. So on this now, seeing these two squares up on the 3-inch section, you're going to want to cut out these corners. So basically, you're going to be left with a flap. So cut one side. And then cut the other side. Okay, didn't cut it enough. Okay, and then do the same thing on the other side. So basically what we're doing is we're making envelope pages. Now, there is a way that you can make these with envelopes. So if you want those instructions, please email me, because neither Emily or I have any envelopes. We couldn't use it. We had to make them from scratch. And you can keep the scraps for later to make into little ephemeras. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to look like. It looks like, you know, a flat with the flap. So now you start bending over all the different creases that you've made on your paper. For the bottom where the 1 inch is, crease it both sides. So what you've got now is you basically have got a envelope page. And if I can find my phone folder, I will be good. Okay, and then just kind of crease down this one section. So you've got, it's going to end up, when you glue it, it's going to be an envelope. So the next step is to glue it. So you take a little bit of glue and you're going to put it on.
Hey, Marina.
Yeah.
Were you supposed to cut these?
No. You leave those alone. You're going to need that to reinforce the spine, the hinges.
Okay, now that we have this right here, what happens?
Don't fold it. That part you don't fold. Not yet. Okay. Yet. So right now, this is the way it looks like. So you're going to just do this so that the bottom part is scored, but it's not folded.
Well, I folded it. My bad.
You're going to need to fold it afterwards, but not right now. You don't you don't fold it before you put it together. So now what you're going to do is you're going to glue these two pieces together, leaving the bottom straight, even though there's a score mark there. Yeah, just like what you're doing, and just put it on the edge here. Okay, so you're going to make there you go. All right. And there's your first envelope. That's your first page.
Why does it keep doing that? Darn thing's clogging up all the way down.
Okay, so now you basically have it's still open on one side, but this side here now becomes a pocket. So make the exact same thing on a second page. So again, I've got a brand new 8.5 by 11. I'm going to take my scoreboard, and it's just one sheet I need. Okay, you are going to score it at on the landscape side, or the the 8.5, the 11-inch section. You're going to score it at 3 inches.
I've got to make my pieces now.
Yeah, you're going to score it at 3 inches, and you're going to score it at 8.25 inch.
Might be
Okay,
able to.
turning it around, score it at a 1/2 inch. Yeah, scoring it at a 1/2 inch. Okay, and then on the 6 inch. Okay, and I'm just going to score all of mine, because while you're getting all your papers cut and everything, I'm going to go start dinner. Okay, so I need to go. Okay, 3 inch and 8.25 inch. 3 inch.
Let's see if I can cut at least 3 at once, because that's going to be a few.
Go 1/2 inch. Then where's the 6 inch mark here? It should be at 2.5. So it's 3. So altogether, you're going to need 10 of these pages. So 3 and 8.25. Okay, turning it around. Go 1/2 inch. And okay, 3 and 8.25. Okay. So it's gonna go 1/2 inch. Whoops. And it's going to go at 2.5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is already made. Okay. Okay, so 2.5. Sorry, guys, we're just trying to concentrate so that we can get to the next step. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 3 more sheets. 1, 3 more. So. Okay. Okay, 2 more.
All I've got to do is do my marking and my gluing down.
Yep. And this is the last one. Okay, so that should be 10 sheets. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, scoreboard is away. And start putting, cut out your corners and start putting all the pages together. You know what I need to do? And I don't know if it works with StreamYard, and I'm hoping it does, is I got to turn on Nightbot so that it links everything, and I just didn't realize it. So we'll have to do that for the next live stream.
Yep. But you're the whiz at it, so.
Yeah, I just got to get it done. Making our 2 channels so that everything, people have the instructions on both of them. Okay, so that's 1. And then again, keep all these little pieces that you're cutting up. Because you're going to need them for little ephemera booklets or just different things that you can put to embellish.
Vanessa said that Nightbot doesn't work with StreamYard.
Well then I guess, thank you for that info. Wasn't sure about that or not. Darn it.
Yeah, we just got to rely on our
Yep.
moderators.
Yep.
Hi, Miss Sherry.
Hey, Kathleen. Hi, Sherry. Sorry, I will have a better setup for when I go next live, that I'll be able to see the screen a bit better, because right now the screen is way off to my right. All right. Give me a second.
I think she's muted herself.
Okay, no, I didn't mute myself. Nightbot does work with StreamYard, so we just have to get that set up.
Oh shoot, I thought I had that. Oh. Doesn't
What?
Lizzie have Nightbot when she does her streams?
Yep, but I don't think she uses StreamYard.
She does.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll play around with it. We'll figure it out.
But Gail's her main mod in there, though. I'm a mod in there too, but I lurk a lot. A lot of times I have headaches around about that time. Sucks.
Yeah, it's the hard thing. Well, and then you know me, at nighttime I play my games, so.
Yeah. You have your
World of Warcraft.
Yeah. My rings are wanting to spin. It's so cold in this house. My rings are spinning because.
And I've got the door open because they've got the heat on so freaking high. It's so hot in here.
Oh, look, there's my bone folder. Thank you, Miss Helen, for my bone folder. I have enjoyed this.
I am still trying to figure out what I want for my birthday, which is coming up on the 16th of December. Everybody
Oh.
keeps asking me. I'm like, I got no clue.
Just get me a gift card to a craft store. I'll be all right.
I don't know about a gift card. I know what I do want, but I don't know if I want to afford it, if I want to even buy it. I want the electric die cutting machine by Tim Holtz.
Oh, the
Yeah. When
Gemini? Is it the Gemini?
yeah, no, not the Gemini. It's just the Tim Holtz electronic cutting machine.
Oh,
And when Carhartt had her auction,
oh
think it
the
was like-
oh crud!
yeah.
What's it called? The Vagabond? Is it a
yeah,
Vagabond?
the Vagabond. When she had the chance to win it, when you paid $10 for a ticket,
Yeah.
I lost.
Oh, that sucks. I hardly ever win anything. So, I mean, it's up to the draw. Like playing the lottery.
Yeah, that's what it is, Vanessa. Thank you. It's the Vagabond. That's the one I want. But then at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to spend, $250 Canadian on the Vagabond machine. Like I can understand it on the Silhouette or the Cricut or on the Brothers Scan and Cut, but on an electronic machine that it does the exact same thing on the manual that's half the cost. That's where I'm kind of up in the air as to whether I want to spend the money.
I'd rather have a manual because a motor can burn out in a
That-
motorized.
That's the other reason why I'd rather not get an electronic one.
I mean,
So
the only
then I
problem
went
you'd
back.
really have, the only problem you'd really have with the manual is you have an arthritis and getting tired. I mean, I do that a
Yeah.
lot.
So then I thought of, okay, well then what's the next thing on my wish list? And I still haven't gotten one.
What's that?
I know. Well, no, I still haven't gotten a second idea other than
Oh,
if non-craft related. I want the wireless headset, but for my
Yeah.
phone, which those are pricey too. I don't know.
I'd like to have a home internet system, like from a service provider out here. That's what I'd like. That way I can,
Yeah,
I can stream with no problem and get on whenever I want to.
we're kind of lucky here in Canada with Bell and TELUS and Rogers. They've got some pretty. There's only 3 providers, and all 3 of them are amazing. But I go with Bell because that's my favorite.
We have Xfinity and something else. Oh, can't think. But it's expensive either way.
Okay. So now I've got all 10 sheets. Well, one's already made, so I've got 9 more sheets made up.
Well, you're faster at it than me.
Yeah. So, well, I've made these a number of times. While you continue doing that, I will be back. And then let's say give you 5 minutes. I want to go get dinner started. Okay. Be right back.
Comcast. Yes, thank you, Vanessa. That's exactly what I was trying to think of. Yeah. But it's so pricey out here though. I mean, I've looked into it and you get like a free trial for a certain amount of speed, but then they jack it up after that. So it's really not worth it. Yeah, scoreboard would be good. I think I'll be taken care of very soon on that. Be so much simpler. It'd be kind of cool if you had there was that cutter that had the score on it. That way I could do both at once. Sorry it's taking me so long, Dad. Mm. 'Cause when Uncle Arthur decides he wants to rear his knucklehead, ugly head. You know, she's more experienced in making this kind of thing. This is very, very, very new to me, so I may be a little slow at it. But I have a general idea. This will be one of the very first one of these I've made, I think. Alright, last one. Now, let's see. Oh, shucks. I still got a score on the other side, don't I? Darn it. Alright, what is
Okay. Pork
still got a
chops
score
are
on the
on the
bottom.
oven. Sorry, pork chops are on the stove. Making pork
Alright, you said
chops.
a half an inch on the 11-inch side, right?
Okay, on the 11-inch side, you are going to score at 3 inches and 8 1/4.
Alright, I got that. Now I need to.
On the 8.5 side, you are going to score at 1/2 inch and 6 inch.
No, the 11 is the. See, this is where we fold it over. I just need. Is this a half an inch on this second one?
Yeah, 1/2 inch and then at the 6 inch.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. The one on the bottom is correct. Okay.
Okay,
You're
so I
going
got the 2 lines correct.
right. And then turn it around, turn it sideways. Yes. And then you're going to score at the 1/2 inch and at the 6 inch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Vanessa. I don't have very many followers, so trying to increase that as well as Emily's channel as well. So we'll get there.
Yeah, I've helped with a lot of channels get their people. Let's see, 1/2 and
1/2 inch and then 6 inch.
and Nathan needs to get food. Her tummies are growing. This is kind of a long process, but once you get it down, it'll move a lot faster.
Yep. Once you get the actual pages and everything, like when I first started, I think it took me almost a week to figure out how to put this all together. Now I can get it done in a couple hours. And what it took us and the only reason it took us a couple hours earlier today was because I had to write it down. Like I know how it is in my head, but I've never written actual instructions for it.
Right. So this would actually really help me because
Yep.
if I have to see it and I have to read it.
Yeah, I have to see it and read it as well. Even when I'm playing my game, I have to watch the fight. Like I have to actually be in the fight in order to understand where to stand and, you know, make sure I don't die and all that other stuff.
Right.
I can't watch a video and then understand what I'm doing. I have to do it with it.
A lot of times I can watch it and just get a general idea how to do
Yeah,
it, but sometimes I have
exactly.
to be I have to
That
be hands on a lot of times.
yeah, and I'm the same way. That's why I actually went into my local scrapbooking store. I've done it at both of them now, and I've actually taken classes on how to make these books from scratch. So the one that I showed at the very beginning of my live stream, that class I took last month, and it's approximately $100. Probably about 85 American, but you'll have to check your local stores to see if you can find any tutorial teachers. And but the book came with everything. So she basically taught you from A to Z. Everything was supplied. All the material, all the paper. The only thing that you had to bring was your tools. So you had to bring a scoreboard, you had to bring a paper trimmer, and your glue. Everything else was provided to you by the store.
Wow. No wonder it was $100 because she ended up having to probably buy all the supplies to supply you.
Yep, that's exactly it. So the 100 pretty much just covered the papers. She gave it basic instructions on her own. Like that was not included. She didn't charge for her time.
Yep, we are visual learners, Sherry.
Okay, Vanessa, not a problem.
All right. Last 2 marks, and then I'll get to scoring.
Yeah, I think maybe, Emily, I think the book itself is going to be made today, but I think actual decorating might have to be on the next live stream.
Right. Probably sometime tomorrow afternoon, maybe.
Yep, that is a very good idea.
Yeah. So I'd say probably around noon, maybe.
Yep, because tomorrow we don't have to sit and make all the instructions. We'll have them all done.
Right, and you can actually type all that stuff up.
Yep. So that anybody wants to follow with actually decorating their book tomorrow, there you go. Because I mean, I'm sure that a lot of crafters have everything that we are using lying around in their room. So there's nothing other than a paper pack that coordinates. Like I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz 8x8 ideology, my ideology paper pad. That's the paper I'm going to be using. So it's all coordinating papers. So I'm going to be using that. I am going to use their, whoops, something else is falling off my desk. I am going to be using some of their art anthology ephemera packs. I've got 2 or 3 different kinds that I can mix and match. And I'm going to be using the paper dolls from Tim Holtz
No, I wish
to
I had all
decorate.
that. Wow.
Like I said, when this Michael's here in Canada, we're clearing it all out for $2 and $3. I picked up one of everything.
Wow. I usually don't get that good of a deal. They usually come in late.
Yeah, they had it at like 75% off. I mean, mind you, I didn't have much, but you know, they even had all of these art collection books, these ephemera books, and they had there's one other thing which I may have really buried it. These things. They're like an ephemera, but they're puffy. And again, they're Tim Holtz art textures, stuff like that. So they had them all on clearance. Everything was like 75% off.
Wow, were they getting rid of all Tim Holtz?
Yep,
stuff?
everything Tim Holtz because they're bringing in the whole brand new collections.
Oh, okay. They were just getting rid of the old season.
Yep, they were getting rid of their old stuff. So I think this is the perfect opportunity to make this album with.
Good grief. I need to put some tape or something on the back of this thing where it doesn't shift. I'm making kinds of lines.
Okay. So while you do that, I am going to go check on my pork chops and grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Uncle Arthur really is just sitting in my hand right now. Wow. So how's everybody doing? Figure out. Kind of the tedious part, I guess. Especially if you don't have the 8x10. Especially if you don't have the 8x10 already in front of you. Cutting it.
Hi, Crafty Kitty. Yeah, I understand about what you mean by having the time to make it, but like I said, we're going to be making this, continuing it on over the next couple of days so that we can get it fully decorated and show you guys exactly from step A to Z and how to make it. So,
I've got 2 more
and
sheets and then I got to start cutting and gluing.
okay, and then on November 29th, Black Friday, the album that Emily is making will be available. And if anybody wants to buy mine, I can. We could sell it at the same time, and then I can just ship it directly to the person. But shipping, it kind of becomes a little bit complicated because they'll have to pay the base cost of the book to Emily, but then the shipping has to be paid to me. So that's why I was kind of trying not to do that. But if worst comes to worst, we can do it.
Yep. We'll figure it out.
There's also, just to give you guys a sneak peek, while you're continuing that, Emily, do you mind if I show some of the other books that I'm going to be sending you?
You go right ahead.
And that's going to be coming up probably in January because I don't have the money to ship it to her until then. But there will be 2 albums, possibly 3. So
Oof.
the first album that she will be auctioning off will be this one. It is a baby boy. Just want to make sure I opened it. And this one will be ready to go. All you'll need to do is put your pictures in it. It ties with ribbon on the side. And it's similar to the one that we're actually going to be making from scratch in January. I will have, this one's a baby boy. However, if you need it for a baby girl, I can custom make it. And it'll go around the same cost. So when you open it up, this side is just basically plain. Then this side has the welcome little one. It's a baby boy. Open it up and you put the picture of the baby here. And then a journaling page on the side here. Flip it over. All the pages are made so that they have pockets except for the first one. Because the first one, it was just designed to be open to give information about the baby. So this page has a pocket, opening it up, flip. Then you've got the flip and flip again with the sentiments and everything. 2 pockets on each side of these pages with the pocket in between. It's got to be finished. I still have to put the pockets and everything. Then you've got another pocket on this side. This page flips down and open it up, and you can see I'm in the middle of making it. So it's going to show the 2 pages. Next page is a waterfall, and it's basically opens this way. Then you have this page here, which is a magnetic closure. You can see the magnets on the back, and you open it up by flipping all the little flaps. So it opens this way, until you get down to the bottom page. And there you go. And then everything just closes back up and magnetic closure. The next page is a flip. So you flip one side, and that's with the little monkeys, the baby monkeys. And then you flip the other side with the pocket in between. And then you've got the baby tigers, tigers. Again, the same way. And then the last page will have just a pocket like this. And then you've got the 12 months waterfall. So each has a month. So it's 1, 2, and you could put, this starts with our new arrival with the name and the baby's information. And then you could start, I don't know how well you could see it, but each side has an information booklet with the pictures of the baby. And it goes right up to 12 months. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right up to the 12th month here, and then the first birthday. And you have a first birthday in the back here. And it's all coordinating. And it says baby's first year. Well, there you go. That would be great, Sherry. And if you are interested in this, we can put it on Emily's auction for Black Friday. I can hang on to the album, and then I can send it directly to you since you're in Canada. If you're interested in purchasing it, I can finish it and send it to you.
So would that mean that this would not be in auction, or would it be in auction, or would you be selling it independently?
No, it's going to be in your auction. This is your auction book. You'll be collecting the actual payment, but Sherry's going to pay me for the delivery because I can send it out directly to her since she's in Canada.
Okay, I got you.
If she wins it. If she doesn't win it, then I send it to whoever buys it.
Okay.
We can do it that way if we want to.
Okay.
Okay, but the actual cost of the book, like let's say it goes for $25, you get the $25. All I collect is the shipping portion of it. So that'll be the first one. The second one is the Snow White one that I did. That's this one. Now, this one is on a 3-ring binder.
That one's pretty. I've seen that one.
This one is actually, the front cover is on printed cotton. So it is printed cotton is what this is. And I printed it through my printer. And it's just a 3-ring binder. It's not finished. It still has to have some embellishments. And then these are the pages. The front page is, again, printed cotton. And this is from the actual book from Snow White. And then I mixed and matched Once Upon a Time with it. So I'm going to flip through the actual book. And some of these are just simple pages until these are pocket pages. And they have the pockets sewn in. And then you have just simple pages that I made on my printer. Continuing on, and then you start with the Snow White story. So just showing you this. And what I did is I took the book apart, and each section has the Snow White pictures. See? And it goes through the whole story section by section. And it's a journal on one side and the story on the other side, all the way through. And then towards the middle, you have a pocket page that opens up like that. You got some leftover scrap and more notepad paper. You've got an envelope that I made from scratch, and it's the poison apple information. Then it's got the remedy, and then it's got how to make the poison apple and the antidote. And that's in a little, and then the peddler's disguise were the old witch. And then just continuing on with the story all the way through. So it's just different things that I put together into the book. And there you go. It doesn't have a closure. It just snaps shut. So it goes basically like this. So and that's how thick it is. So that one will be the second one that I'm selling on Emily's channel. Now, the third one is Tinkerbell. And this one is made with a base from Prima. It is the Frank Garcia book. It has a snap closure on the side with the little ribbons. And again, what I did is I took the base, I took the waterfall papers out of it and covered it in Tinkerbell fabric. You can see the Tinkerbell one. And it's got all sorts of different things. So the first section is Tinkerbell paper with the belly band, and it's made with page protectors, so plastic page protectors. And the idea here is you've got one flip, and then you've got cards in here. So each card comes out with the page, and they'll have the photo mats that you could be able to put in there. Second section, you open it up again. You have the page protectors on this side. And again, it's made at a waterfall. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that. Then you've got the middle section, and you start with a pocket page. So it's got the, and these are all made with page protectors. So you got the pocket page, another pocket protectors. You just keep going. And then in the middle, you've got 2 flip ups. So it's made like that. And again, some more of the pocket pages in different colors. And then you've got another flip up over here. And then the back has got another booklet. It's got another waterfall booklet. And that'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sheets of page protectors. So that'll make it for 24 pictures. And the same thing with the waterfall on the back. On this one here, it's not a 24, and it's a waterfall that closes. And you just fold and snap it back in. There you go. There's the book. And the cover's already done, and it is a photo here. So all you do is slip the baby's picture in there. And it is Prima Flowers. It has the Tinkerbell buttons on them, and it's got a heart figurine, and with the like it's like a greenish, light green pearls. And that's a Prima flower that I had gotten off of Amazon. And I can't remember the name of it, but it works perfectly with the colors of the frame and everything. So those are the 3 albums that are going to be upcoming. And those all 3 are going to be donations to Emily. However, like I said, if it doesn't go in the auction, she will get these in person come January so that she could sell it in her auctions in January. So I will be right back. I'm just going to turn my pork chops over while you're still working on those pages.
All right. I'm about done. Yeah, I like Tinkerbell too.
Yep, so do I. I love Tinkerbell. So I'm going to be doing another project because I had started that one to give it as a gift, but I didn't. I wanted to make it bigger. I found that it was too small for what I had in mind. So it's great as a mini tri-album, but I'm going to be redoing it in either 9x9 or 10x10. So.
I so did not. I scored it, but I didn't fold it. Oops.
That's okay.
I did it on the first one, but I hadn't done it. I'm trying to catch up. I've only got 3 more to glue down.
All right, so now I'm going to glue all mine together. Now that you've almost caught up with me.
Are you using glue or tape?
Art glitter glue.
Ah.
Art glitter glue for the win, because you don't have any double-sided tape, so.
Yes, they're making it the same way. Whenever it does arrive, I'll
Yep.
get it a little faster.
Yeah, we're both doing it the exact same way so that, I mean, you can use, my preference is double-sided tape, but you don't have any, so.
I think I used all that up last Christmas when I was making a lot of my stuff for my craft show. I had some once upon a time. Ah, crud.
Dollar store is great for that stuff.
My Dollar Tree don't carry that.
All right, Amazon then.
Yeah.
They have the nice, beautiful Score Pal score tape, which is not expensive. It's usually like $8, $9, and it gives you quite a bit.
I know y'all are probably hearing my notifications.
So basically, like I said, you can make the pages from scratch, or you can use envelopes to make these, or anything that you want. You don't have to make them the same way. But I just found that this is a cute idea, and I really liked it. And there are different ways where, you know, you won't be able to see these lines, but I wanted to keep it as simple as possible.
All right. They've done.
All right. All right. So now do you have all 10 pages done?
I do.
Okay. Now comes the tricky part. So take 2 of the pages and you're going to put them back to back like this so that you have one flap on one side and one flap on another side.
Okay. I was looking at the wrong screen. Now what?
So it basically looks like that.
Like that.
Yep. So that's the way you're going to glue them together. But you are going to glue just on the edge. Okay, and the edge you're going to start, like you're going to go, this is where your hinge is. So the glue is going to go this way, leaving the top of the flap open this way, just above.
The pocket side or the part where it folds down?
No, okay, this is the part that folds down. You're going to glue it on the back there.
Okay, just the edges here?
Yeah, just the edges, but leaving the flap part open and putting the glue above the hinge point.
Oh, above this right here?
Oh, sorry. I made this wrong. You got to cover the, no, glue the hinge. So you're going to glue like this.
Okay, so just the edge here?
Yeah, the 2 edges. You're going to glue the 2 edges here and here, and then the hinge part.
Okay.
Okay, and then take the back of the other envelope and put them on top.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that, correct?
Yeah, as long as you have the 2 flaps like this. So you still have the 2 flap opening.
Okay. I think I put me a little bit much glue, but that's okay. We know it's going to hold.
Actually, what I think, they might be a little bit off in measuring and stuff like that, but no big deal. Because I don't think,
You didn't find a blooper on the measurements, did you?
Say that again?
You didn't find a blooper on measuring because mine
No.
are
Yeah, no, I did not. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this differently. Okay,
Oh, Lord.
the next page we're going to do differently. We're going to glue
Okay.
it the same way, but we're going to glue it with the two. See the spot that you glued together?
Uh-huh.
Put
Right
that.
here?
Put those two together. I
Wait
think.
a
Hold
minute.
on. No, that's wrong. No, keep it the way I was doing.
Right,
Duh.
so the seam is on the outside. Which
Yeah,
looks
the seam is on the outside, and that's there's a purpose for that. That's right. The seam is on the outside.
Okay.
So the seam is on this side and the seam is on this side.
Okay. So continue on with the rest of these?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So again, this way. Hinge part. Okay, and then down the middle. And get it as close to the edge as possible. And then just glue them together. Okay. That's my second page. There we go.
And one more.
And I am missing a page. There we go. All right. So when you are done gluing, you should now end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 independent pages.
Where she went. Little Miss Raven came in. I don't know where she went. Now, what was you saying?
Okay, so when you're done gluing the pages, you now end up with 5. 5 with 10 pages glued together is 5 pages altogether.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. So your next step is you are going to take the hinge part and you are going to bend it to one side. Use a bone folder to bone it down, to press it down as best as you can.
So like that, just
Yeah, on both sides. Now, we could have made it a little bit less bulky by cutting out the inside. I might do that next time, but I wanted to keep it as strong as possible.
all right. So I'm kind of lost. Give me. So I need to fold them up and then bend them to one side, which leaves a
Like this. So fold the hinge this way.
Oh,
The
the
hinge,
bottom.
yeah, at the bottom where the 1/2 inch is.
Okay. Wow, that is bulky.
It is very bulky, but that's okay. This is a pretend, this is just a play around one. Next time around, we can fix it so that it's not so bulky. I wasn't sure how it would work. Like when I was using the paper, it looked like it was going to work, but cardstock is a little bit thicker.
Oh yeah, this is like really thick. I think the next time that we will
Yeah, the next time
do a half bit.
when I give the instructions, I will fix it so that it's not so bulky. I'll fix it so that we cut it down so it's not so bulky as this one. We're gonna.
What I'm thinking right now we could do is, you see this part right here, this flap right here. Where's the camera? Right here. We could possibly trim that out now.
No, because you should have had it glued together.
All
Oh,
this
but
is
you're right.
glued.
Oh, wait a
All
minute.
this is
Yeah,
glued.
you've got like a pocket in a pocket, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, but that's
Here.
gonna make a mess trying to cut that out. No, just leave it. Leave it.
Okay.
But you're gonna need to.
I'm just worried about when we do cover this. This is gonna be bulky and it won't press down.
No. Just listen to me. See the edges that don't get covered, that don't get glued that together. So glue
this
these.
down?
Yeah, glue it down. Like, see how I'm doing it? I have opened it up and glue it down. Glue it together.
Okay. I didn't
and
see
on both sides.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this folded, and then I'll go back through and do that.
Make it so that the whole thing is glued down.
Wow.
We'll fix this in the instructions so it's not so bulky. This idea may or may not work. I don't know. We're playing around here. But I'm certainly not going to remake the pages. We'll just fix the next book that we do.
I mean, we can fix this off camera.
I'm not going to bother.
Oh, I could probably work up something and let you know.
Nah, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. We'll fix the next ones that we make.
All right, so glue all these pieces together, correct?
Yeah.
Then glue this down.
Yeah, so you now are gluing the pieces that were left so that each one, the whole 4 pieces of paper are stuck together.
Okay.
Normally when you're making a hinge book like this, it's not so bulky, but I didn't think of it. So I was using regular paper, regular copy paper when I made the prototype and didn't realize that the cardstock was going to be a lot thicker. Wasn't thinking about that part.
Yeah. All right. So now that those are glued down, glue this down, right?
glue up part down.
Now that these four are all glued together,
Yeah.
I glued this down.
No, 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 no.
So leave that. Oh, I
Yes.
know what that is. I'm being a ditz.
These now become, remember I told you these now become the hinges. So now
Yep.
you're going to go back to your book, your cover that you made. And remember those marks that I had you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the marks? Now
Yep.
you're going to start putting the pages in your book. So that you're going to glue it down this way.
Well, you want to cover your book first there, Marina.
No, ma'am.
Huh?
The only thing that we could cover now that I'm looking at this.
Because you want to cover all this ugliness up. Because I can't. I have to. This is ugly.
Okay.
So you might want to rethink
Okay.
that.
Hold on.
While I'm holding on, I'm gonna glue these down. Glue these together.
All right. You know what we're gonna do? All right. You've got 12 by 12 paper, right?
Yeah, I've got pieces left from where I cut from the 12 by 12.
No. Do you want to make a cover? Like, do you want to cover this completely up? So that we make it even sturdier?
Yes. We'll give it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to teach you the. Okay. You've got 12. It doesn't matter whether it's 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. It's the same thing. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by getting 2 pieces of paper, 2 pieces more of cardstock.
Hang on a minute. Let me finish gluing these together and I will get it. I'll have to get it out of the tote because I put the other big box away. That had this. It had the other black.
Yeah, you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces of black cardstock, but I don't know how much you've got left.
Oh, I've got that whole pack.
Oh yeah, that's right, the one that you bought yesterday. That's right, I
Yes.
forgot about that. Okay, so with the ones that you've got left in the cupboard or whatever, you're gonna need.
I can't get to them; they're buried again. I put everything up.
I don't care which one you get. You need 4 more pieces of cardstock.
Let me go get it. Let me go get it. 3 seconds.
And I gotta see how many pieces. Yeah, I've got more than enough pieces of paper. So I've got 2 of these sheets. No, I need to find some more black cardstock. Let me just check my cupboard. Oh shit, I buried it all the way to the back.
Did you say 4?
Yes, ma'am, you need 4. Okay, got it. I reorganized all my papers, so I have another sheet. Got another one. Okay.
Done.
Okay. So we are going to, normally when I'm doing something like this, but because you guys don't have access to it, I normally go out and I buy art paper, which is like 24 by 24. But at this point, because we don't have access and we're going to make a cover for it, we're going to just use cardstock. So the first thing you're going to do is, because you don't have double-sided tape, on one of the 8.5 by 11, I want you to make a 1/2 inch mark.
Wait a minute, I gotta cut it down.
Yeah, my apologies. Cut 2 sheets at 8.5 by 11.
2 sheets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, you can do, no, just do 2 sheets. No. Wait.
Woman?
Wait.
Don't confuse me. I confuse easily.
Just wait. Let me do it first. Wait.
Okay. I'm waiting. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna go take a restroom break.
Yeah.
Right back.
Okay, so writing new set of new notes here. Covering the cover. Okay, so covering the cover, we got to go 1 inch on each side. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is going to be 7.3/4 by, I think we said 15 on this. So that's the 12, 3, 15, 16, 17 inches by 17 inches. Okay. That's the way all right. I'm just waiting for Emily to come back, and then I'll be able to show her how to do this. Okay. I'm going to make a nice, beautiful pasta salad. Okay, so to give you an idea, you're going to cut those 12 by 12 down to 11 by 7 3/4. So 11 and 7 3/4 by 11.
All right, hang on a minute. 11 by
7 3/4. But when you cut it on your cutter, only cut the 2 sheets at 7 3/4.
Huh?
Okay, leave it 12 inches long. Leave it 12 inches on one side. Do 7 3/4 on one side. So in other words, if you're 12 by 12, let me get a sheet here. This is my 12 by 12. Okay, just cut the one side to 7 3/4.
Let's see how many ticks.
Okay, I think you said 12 ticks.
12 ticks.
12 ticks is 3/4.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So glad.
You made your cheat sheet.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was counting as you were saying it, so you helped me out here.
I said I heard you earlier when you said it was 12 ticks, and we were trying to work out the measurements the first time. Yeah. And I am looking for the top of the pan, and I am blind because I don't see it. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. All right, because I'm making a pasta salad. Okay.
Good. I don't know what we're having to do. All right, so it looks like this, right? 11 by 7 and
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so what you're going to do.
11 and 7 3/4. Okay.
Yep. Or did you cut it down to 11 by 7 3/4?
This is 7 3/4 and this is 11.
Okay, cut a second sheet.
I cut 2 at once.
Yeah, you need 2 of them.
I cut 2 at once.
Okay, so what you're going to do is take the 2 pieces of black cardstock, and on one of them, you're going to mark it at the 1/2 inch mark. So it doesn't matter what side, just mark one spot at 1/2 inch.
Just one of them?
Yep, because what you're going to do is you're going to glue the 2 pieces of paper together that overlaps at the 1/2 inch mark, like this, so that you now have a full sheet of paper. Oh. You can use the art glitter glue. I'm going to use a score tape.
Okay. All right, so do I need to mark a 1/2 inch on this side so it'll be even, or no?
No, you don't need to, because you're going to once you overlap it, you should only have it on one side.
Right. I'm about bent. Huh?
And these are basic instructions on how to wrap an album.
All right. Done.
Like these instructions are not going to be there. You can look at a lot of different sites on how to wrap an album.
All right. That's done.
Okay, so once you have the two of them together, let me know.
Hey, they're together.
Okay, so
Fast.
now on one side of the album, go to the right side. You are going to make a 1-inch mark top to bottom. So you're going to go 1 inch this way.
Okay. So 1 inch from the outside.
Yeah, 1 inch going in from here.
All right. That's your left side to me.
Doesn't matter. Left, right, doesn't matter.
Well, I'll just do it from the way you're doing it because
Yep.
what I see. All right. So 1 inch.
And trust me, see how easy? I don't even have to mark it. With this ruler, I know where to place the ruler to get a 1-inch mark.
Lucky duck. I'm old
Uh,
school.
You're getting it. You're getting it. And then once you have that side one done, you're going to do the same thing all across the bottom.
So 1 inch up.
Yep, and 1 inch right across the whole thing.
Hang on. So 1 inch. Ah, no. My ruler ain't big enough.
Neither is mine. You just continue it on.
Sometimes I don't know whether it's straight or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it halfway and mark up 1 inch. That way
Yep.
it lines up. Simple and easy fix.
All right.
I have a yardstick, but it would just be too big. But that's for my my quilting and all that. Okay, so I need to do a 1 inch over on the right side too.
On the bottom. On the bottom. If you
Okay, I've got
start. Yeah. So yeah, you did it right. No, you don't need it on the other side.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
so that's done.
Okay. So now I'll give you a second. Just want to check something here. So it's going to end up with that being in the back. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your glue, and on the papers that we have, you're going to start the glue anywhere on the front part. Sorry, I did this wrong. No, it's going to be different. Sorry. You're going to take your glue and you're going to put it in the spine area, only in the spine. So in this section here.
So this this little section right here.
Yeah,
Just here.
like in this section here. See how you bent the book? You're going to put the glue in this area here, all the way
Okay,
down.
and that's to the outside. Okay.
On the outside, yeah. Now, normally this part, when we're doing the heavier type books, we're going to need this kind of sheet tape. I'm just not
Alright,
using
now
it today. It's going to be with the art glitter glue instead. And art glitter
Now
glue is
do
just as good.
you know this dries fast. Where do I need to put this?
Okay, so what you're going to do is see on the marking over here where you had where it crosses on the T, start right there. Put it like this.
Put it in the corner, basically,
Put it in the corner,
and line up the
and
bottom and top,
yeah,
right?
and line up the bottom. Yeah, so that it goes the same way all across.
All right.
And you're going to press down on the middle of the spine first, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute.
Well, I'm using my bone folder to.
No, don't fold it. Yeah, just press it down. Don't make the folding yet.
Oh well, it's already there.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be a good idea to do from the back side too.
Yep, I do it on both sides.
Okay.
Now, the second step is see how it's still free flowing on each side?
Yeah.
Okay, so bend it over like this so that your first, okay, and start putting glue with a glue piece, like the glue you want to get it. This is the easier way, like this. Put it in the crease here, start there. Make sure there's a good chunk of it there. And then start putting it on top.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yep. But don't press it down just yet because I got to teach you a different method to make sure that it doesn't crack. And then I have
problems with that.
Yeah. So,
this will teach me how to
okay.
do this.
And then turn it around so that you have it facing this way.
Like this.
Yeah. Okay. Now, with your hand in the inside, and your hand underneath the first sheet flap, you're going to bring your hand to the very corner and very gently bring the black piece and merge it with the other one, but still holding your hand on the spine so it holds down, so that you're getting a curve on the paper. And glue it together. So you've got like a little bit of a mark, but not as big as you would normally do it. And then just really, really burnish it well. And go back and do the corners so that your corners stay. Make sure there's enough glue on all your corners, like in here.
Okay. I mean, it's
yeah, if you put enough the first time, that's great. I didn't, so. Okay. Make sure it's all glued. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay. So start with this one, bring it in.
Oh, that buckled a little bit. Ugh.
Press it with your bone folder.
Do you see what I'm talking about? It buckled right here.
Yeah, you're supposed to have it buckled. As long as it didn't crack the paper, you're still good.
Oh no, it didn't.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to prevent. You're trying to prevent the cracking of the paper.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the second.
Yeah.
The second side.
That's the beauty of the art.
This will help me with my my blank journals because sometimes the paper cracks.
Yeah. So again, turn it around. Put your hand on the spine so you're holding the spine firm, and then very gently bring the two pieces of paper by rolling on the spine and going upwards. And then go on this side, and yeah, it buckles a bit, but it's not going to crack when you cut it, when you do it. Okay, let me go turn the stove off while you're still doing that part. Because that is made. Okay. All right. So now that you've got it nice and firmly and stuck together. Oh, I forgot to check the corners on this side. So let's get these corners put in. Make sure that this is all glued down properly. Okay. Yeah, that's it. The next part is to bend these very gently. Work the paper, get the kinks out so that you don't crack the paper. And then burnish it. And remember, the hockey tape is going to act like Tyvek or the cloth tape so that it won't crack in here. And it won't take the spine apart.
Yes, she does work fast. She's used to doing this type of thing. I'm not. I've only made a handful of journals in my whole entire career, but this is the very first time I've ever actually made one of these.
See, mine ended up cracking.
Oh, mine didn't.
Yeah, mine cracked. I'm going to have to fix that. I'll have to figure out something afterwards.
That turned out good.
Okay, we'll cover it up with some washi tape or something after.
Yeah, you can put lace over it.
Yeah, well, lace or washi tape or something like that. That'll look really nice and pretty. Not a big deal. I'll put that on the back part. Okay. No, I can't do it. It's going to have to be in the front. Okay, so the next step is now that top part here, it's too wide. It's too wide. So you're going to need to cut that one down to 1/2 inch as well.
Okay.
And this is the part where you may, now you could do this right off the bat beforehand, but I wanted to teach you how to do it this method.
Okay.
So,
So measure at a 1/2 inch in from the outside edge.
let me see.
And then cut.
Yes. No, you gotta measure. You gotta measure. And my pencil has disappeared. It's gone MIA, probably buried under the papers. Where the hell's my pencil? Oh, there it is. Okay, you have to measure. Okay, see how you've got this at 1 inch? This part here? This is the book, right?
Sorry, I was reading what Vanessa said. She said she has to go. Her stomach's kind of messing with her.
All right, thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, I can't read the messages.
Oh, thank you, Sherry.
Sorry, Vanessa. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, so see how the book is now like this? It's covered.
Yeah.
Okay, so when on the top part where it's more than 1 inch, you're gonna mark it at 1 inch. So you're gonna go.
It's already 1 inch. Mine's
on one side. What about the other side?
1 inch.
Oh, that's right, because you cut it down to the proper size. Duh, it's me that has to fix it.
So I have to just cut it down to 1/2 inch, right?
No, you don't cut it. I cut it. You don't cut it.
So I'm good.
You're good. You're good. It's me that's got to cut it. What you can do is, on the side that you've got this huge piece.
Yeah.
That's where you got to cut 1/2 inch off.
Okay. They can do that. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming in. So cut it at a 1/2 inch over on this side, or at 1 inch.
1 inch. So it's 1 inch in. 1 inch. So in other words, you're going to have a 1 inch border all the way around. So you did it correctly. I did it incorrectly, which is not a big deal. I set
I
the,
thought it was pretty good.
wasn't thinking I should have cut mine down to the 1/2 inch mark too. That's what my X-Acto knife will do.
All right. Ready for the next step whenever you are. Well, I've been drinking. Well, these little squares, they could be good for like what we're
Yep.
gonna be doing. You know what I mean?
Yep,
For
it's going to
what
be
we-
good for ephemera and stuff.
No,
Okay,
no.
so when you're
Listen,
done,
Brina, remember what we're making? You know, these would be good for that.
no, because they're off size. You would have to resize them.
I know that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, because I don't want to give away what we're doing. So
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so now when you're done, this is what you should have. So, okay, so you've got the exact same thing. So the next step is you are going to cut each corner, but not right at the edge. You're going to leave like a small space in between. So
miter the edge of the miter the edge.
yeah, so like this. See how I
You
got
want
it?
Yeah.
With just a tiny bit of a lip over.
All right. So sort of like at a curve-ish.
Yeah, like this. You're going to cut a triangle out on all 4 sides.
So leave about, hang on, let me turn
Tiny, tiny sliver of an edge.
like that.
Yep.
Okay. So in other words, miter the corners.
Yep. Okay, I got to check and see if the water's boiling. Drop the pasta in. Yep, water is boiling. Oh, forgot to get the macaroni.
Wow, I about got all 4 of those corners right about the same size. Be great for the
There we go. Macaroni is in. Oop, I need an elastic.
You must be at your kitchen table. You're so close to the kitchen.
Yeah, my kitchen is right around the corner,
Oh,
and I got no elastic. I gotta go get an elastic because I got to. I don't like to leave the pasta bags open, so because then I close it up with elastics. All right, so that one is done, and wrong drawer. There we go. Okay. Sorry, making dinner is the only way my daughter does not get mad at me for doing nothing when I get home, when she gets home, or while she's working. So that's the deal. The deal is she does the dishes, I do all the cooking.
Right.
That's because she can't cook for nothing.
Let's see. There's basically 3 cooks in the house.
Yeah. Now, so the next way of doing this is very gently. Is you are going to push back on these end pieces here, and you're going to make it fold in.
A little trick that I learned to make a smooth edge is to lift up and use the edge and bend over.
Yep.
To make it a real good solid.
Yeah, I usually do it. So the same thing on this part to make it really. And use your bone folder. You want to burnish it down really well. Don't press on the corners though, just on the papers themselves, because the
Right.
corners have to be done a different way before we put it all together.
Right.
Okay. All right. Tell me when you've got that part done.
I'm almost finished. All right.
Okay. So we are going to start with this side, the smaller of the pieces. Okay. And you're going to take some glue and you are going to glue this part down.
Do you want sharp corners or do you want them pressed?
Right now, just, yeah, sharp. It's going to be sharp corners, but I'm going to teach you a different way.
Oh, because I was going to say, I learned that if you take your bone folder and you kind of push these corners in
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right.
right here, it'll
And
make a smoother transition to the corner. Is that what you were going
that's
to
right.
teach me?
Yep. 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 Yep.
So do you want me to go ahead and do that after I glue this down?
Yes, ma'am. And I
Okay.
need to find another piece of needle because the other one that I had seems to have gone MIA. Because I gotta reopen my glue. That's the only thing I hate about the art glitter glue, and it closes up very fast.
Oh yeah, I have to keep putting the needle back in
Yeah, that's
after
exactly it.
every step.
Okay. So make sure you pay special attention to this part here.
Oh, I did. That's what I did first. I even put the
Yeah.
glue in like you told me to do
Yeah.
first at the edge there.
Yeah. And then just
All right,
burnish it down.
I'm gonna go ahead and push the corners in with the flat edge of my bone folder.
Yeah, I'll do it in a second. And again, these are techniques you can just read that to watch videos online. There are a
That's
lot
how I
of,
learned it.
yeah, that a lot of crafters. Rosa Kelly teaches you. Kathy King teaches you.
I think I watched Rosa Kelly, and I think that's where I learned it from.
Yeah, there's a lot of different crafters. I just learned trying to teach this is not my forte. Okay, make sure those extra pieces here are glued down really well because you don't want to bulk it when you're kind of cutting it in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I use my fingers. I take my fingers and I just push that edge in.
Yeah. I kind of.
See, so it kind of ends up being like a little wonky on this side, but it's because you want to really push those edges in.
Yeah.
See, push it in. So you get like a corner cut and then push it in again. Okay. Then now you're going to start with the bottom part. Again, put the glue right up to the edge of your chipboard and then come in. Okay, inside. Okay, the way I like to start is I start on the spine. So I will put it up like this. I push down on the spine first and then go outwards on each side so that each side is done. And you're going to have to really work the glue because it's got to stick.
Yeah, because it's a little bit more bulky in the spine area.
Yeah, in the spine area because of the hockey tape or the tape itself or the masking tape. But that's okay because that's going to take the place of not having to use tie back.
Yeah. I think I've used that in a couple of my books before because I didn't have tie back.
Yeah. Or grapher's tape or whatever. It's hockey tape to me. It's grapher's tape to you guys.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yep. Okay. Oops. I was trying to avoid this step, but you're absolutely right. It has to be done this way.
Because you want it to look nice. You don't want
Yeah.
it to look like it's thrown together.
Yeah.
That's something I have learned even from making junk drawers.
When we make the books in January, because we're piecing the spine together, we're not using this method.
Okay.
It's going to be individually wrapped, and it's same thing, but you're gonna individually wrap one side, individually wrap this side, and then individually wrap the spine. Then put the whole book together.
All right.
But it's kind of a little bit of a complicated. I'll link you the video so that you can watch it to understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay. So again, then see, not enough glue right here. It's gonna bug. There we go. Nope, I'm gonna have to wait 10 minutes for it to dry and set. Otherwise, it's gonna bug on me. Yeah, that side's good, but this side's bucking. Okay. And this is why I hate this method. That's why I'm so glad that I learned the other method.
I mean, this is the only really method I know. I knew how to do this, but I didn't figure.
There's an easier method to avoid this kind of cracking. That's the new method that's being taught now.
Oh, I'll have to learn it.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
God. I always lose the top of my freaking cap.
Oh. I think I got her did. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, this side is balking too.
Oh, I gotta put my pen in. Try my darn stuff out. I don't even know where I put the darn pen. Oh, there it is. Ooh, not having them. All right. Oh, you're pressing the bone folder in the side there?
I have to because mine is bulking. So I'm trying to get it to dry and to not bulk.
I'll do the same, just to appease.
See how now when I press on it?
Mine cracked just then. When I did that, it cracked right there.
That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna fix the cracks on the outside. We're gonna use some washi tape or some lace.
I mean, it's not a bad crack.
Yeah.
Oh, I spoke too soon, didn't I?
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Like mine is pretty bad. Like if you look at it, see how it really.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Mine didn't crack there. Mine cracked on
Yeah,
the
so
out.
it's okay. We'll fix it with washi tape or some kind of lace. And yeah, it's a lot more sturdier now. See how? There.
Yeah. Aren't that a good idea?
Yep. Okay, so then the next part is, okay, now we have to make the inside. Now the inside, we're not going to, normally a lot of people will lay it straight down. I don't want to do that because we've got the hockey tape in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, we haven't made the inside yet.
yeah. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so you know that piece that we cut off from the end here? You have that scrap paper? Yes, ma'am. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on top of there, like this. So we're covering up this part in here.
Okay. What
Okay.
about that? Oh, never mind. I'm sure you'll get to it.
How about these two pieces? Is that what you're talking about? These these pieces here? No, no, no. No, no. Hold on. Listen to me. These two pieces, that's going to be covered up by our pattern paper.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay. So right now what you want to do is you want to do just the middle of the spine. So whatever your paper is, okay, you're going to cut it to whatever the width is, but the length is going to be
as tall as your journal.
Correct. As tall as the journal. So should be at 5 3/4.
So what you basically want to do is cut the width of your spine and the length of your spine.
No, you want to cut. No, you want to cut it wider. You want to take that scrap paper and you want to go to about 5 inches.
Okay, well then just cut it to 5 inches, right?
You're cutting. You're still not. Okay, this is the length. Look at me. This is the length. This is the width, right? Leave the width alone. Don't touch it.
Okay.
On the length, however, you're going to cut it to the height of your book, which is 5 3/4.
Okay.
So it's going to end up going to go like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way you're going to cover it. So you are going to, and now you're going to glue it down.
Now, any tricks on how to get this down correctly? And
Nope.
We're cracking on the inside.
Nope. Just same
No
thing,
tricks?
same way. Nope. Just make sure it dries for a few minutes because you're using art glitter glue. So I'm going to just use my bone folder, make sure that it really gets it well, but I'm not going to actually, I'm not going to actually fold it until at least, like, give it at least 10 minutes to dry. And the only problem that we have is we covered up these marks, but we're going to have to make the marks again.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy fix.
Yeah. Okay. Keep burnishing it. Like, give it a good chance, because if the paper's gonna bulk, it's gonna bulk if you try and fold it before the glue is actually dry. And that's what happened to me when I cracked the sides.
I'll just leave it flat until it pretty much
Yeah,
dries.
leave it flat for a few minutes. Okay, and I will be right back if you want to talk about something else of what your upcoming stuff is.
I don't know. So I'm supposed to be having another auction on my channel, Emily Welda, Creative Jewels by Emily, on Black Friday. And so we're gonna have some new items, some old items, and some items that everybody seems to like a lot. I'm not exactly sure what to talk about. I'm not in my channel.
Talk about anything while I'm making this pasta salad.
You're still listening.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I've got my headset on.
Yeah, that's right. You got the wireless.
Okay.
Just as an idea hitter, guys, we were discussing on things that you would like to see made in my group, and we would love it if you
There,
would.
remember about the poll. There's a poll up on your channel.
Yeah, we would love it if you would give us your input. We have a poll up in my group and Creative Jewels by Emily. If you're not a part of the group, head over to send a friend request, and we will get you into the group. Marina is actually one of the moderators in there, so she'll be able to see you and get you in there. We have a poll up on several different ideas that you can choose on what you would like to see made personally here on my on her channel, and sometimes mine alone. She's going to be giving tutorials while I'm with her on how to make those items. So if you would, please go over there and put your opinion in and leave a comment down below if you want to see something else.
Or on this video after the stream.
Or on the video after the stream. We would love to hear your input because we are trying to get past a lot of the new rules that YouTube has, and so we need your input. And remember to thumbs up, guys. And check my channel out. There's all kinds of goodies that you all can see. Emily Welda, Creative Jewels by Emily. I'm pretty sure she'll put the link up after the stream, and so that way you can find me and check the channel out.
Okay, the pasta is now cooling down. It's been soaking in some water, and this should have. Okay. All right, so the next step now, very carefully with your ruler, you are going to re-crack it or fold it over. Yeah, and this time I gave it enough time. It's still bulked a bit, but not big deal. Not as bad as what I would have thought originally.
Oh, starting to crack a little bit. That's okay. You said we'll fix that, so.
No, mine didn't crack at all.
It's cracking more for me.
Where? On the outside? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about the outside. We're going to cover it up. So now it looks like this.
Yep.
Okay, so now you've got because don't worry about these blank ugly spots, because that'll be covered up once we use the pattern paper.
Okay.
Because you don't want to put it, because you're gonna cut the, remember the pattern paper. Let me see if, where's that, those pieces that I cut out as a, okay, so these, remember these is thing, so it's gonna cover up like this.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that. Now let's get the pages in. So the first step is, here are your
Mark.
pages. We have to make the markings again.
Yeah.
So
Need 5 half-inch marks.
yes, but start it when you, because now we've got it all there to make sure that it goes correctly. You're gonna go with the first mark when you go from one edge. See what I'm doing? How I have the ruler from here onwards. Your first mark is going to be at 6.5, and then go 1/2 inch intervals from there. So 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5.
I'm confused. What are you doing?
Before we put the black paper on, we were able to see where the actual spine is. Now
Mhm.
that you've put the black paper on it, it kind of obscures where the actual 1/2 inch mark is on the spine.
I can still see it. I've still
That's
got a
fine.
3
I'm just telling you what's an easier way to do it so that you don't confuse it. If you do it this way, your measurements are going to be exact. So you're going to start from one edge of the book. You're going to go 6.5 and start your 1/2 inch intervals there.
Oh, okay. So start at the edge right here at 6.
No, this edge, Emily. Look, this edge.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
Okay. Okay, got it. Yes. And then you're going to go 6.5 inches in.
Okay. So the first mark's at 6.5.
6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5.
Okay.
Now,
16,
do
7,
you have
what?
paper clip? Do you have these kind of clips? Do you have clips like this?
No.
Okay. So how about paper clips? Small ones.
Yep.
Or medium. Actually, are you gonna need medium size. You're gonna need about this length. Do you have any of these?
Hang on. I'm mistaken.
And I've got flying items.
Yeah, I've got some right here.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to need 10 of them. Normally, I use the other kind of clips that I have, but since you don't have them, I use paper clips like you do.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is on your hinge with the flap facing this way. So this is the way you're going to hold the paper. This is your one flap, and this is your 1/2 inch flap. Right? You are going to put the glue on the bottom part here.
So here.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the glue here. And again, normally this should be put together with double-sided tape. But if you don't have it, so what you're going to do is holding it where the glue is on that 1/2 inch, you are going to put it centered on those two first blue 1/2 inch marks.
So on the right hand side, the first tick.
Yeah.
All right, and the edge is going towards the. It's like, hang on, let me show you. Like right here, the first, or this little area right here. If I can get the camera right. So right here next to the crease.
No.
The first notch.
Yeah, but your edge here. See how this is my first crease right here? So you're going to butt it up against that first crease, but making
Okay.
sure the book still opens up.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, and then take your paper clip and you're going to use it to hold down until that glue dries. There, that's the first sheet.
Okay, I'm going to do it on both sides. That way it still presses down.
This is not going to work. This is too bulky. Damn it. Wait, Emily, stop. Don't put your, just take it off.
Oh,
I've got another idea. This is not
oh
working.
wow. That was about sealed on there.
Yeah. Just let it dry. This is not working. It's too thick. It's going to cause problems all around afterwards. Okay. Let me think. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're not going to remake the pages because neither one of us have extra. So.
You want to trim that off and
What
make
I'm
just the inside pages shorter?
kind of yes, kind of no. What we're going to do, and guys, please ignore this. We're going to fix it on the instructions so that it doesn't. I'll do another one up tonight and get the instructions on there properly. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is let's mark it down. So all the papers, see where the trim part here is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's cut these papers down to, let's go to 5.5. Okay. So let's go to 5.5. This is just to salvage this book.
So 5.5 from the starting of the edge where the flap opens, right?
No, from the spot, from the hinge. You're going to cut the 5.5 from the flap but you're going to cut you're going to cut 1/2 inch off of the hinge. In other words, cut the hinge off.
Okay.
I got one other idea on how to do this. Okay, this is not going to work because my thing it's not thick enough. Okay, I got to find my actual, there it is. Like normally I would just redo all these pages, but I'm going to try and salvage what we just did. So now you've got the 4 openings again.
Yeah.
Okay, just leave it like that. I'm going to show you a different way.
Okay, and then we can do that with the other 3. 4.
The other 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use this to make the markings. So I've got to go to 5.5.
I have no clue how far I can put that in. I just cut the big bulk off.
Yep, just cut, like I said, just cut down that 1/2 inch.
Oh, wow. I made it right at 5.5. That's, well,
Good.
a little under 5.5,
Yeah.
but pretty darn close to it. So do you want me to do that with the other ones too?
All 5 pages, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, since I screwed this all up and shouldn't have made the pages so bulky, we're going to try and salvage this.
Oh, yeah. We can.
Well, I'm going to teach you how to salvage it. I kind of got it in the back of my head how to do it. And this may or may not work. I don't know.
I have an idea too, but
Okay, it's 3.
it might be the same idea we're thinking about. So I'll push.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to go this way.
That one may be wonky. Yeah, I cut some of that off. That's okay. Nothing's ever perfect.
Nope.
If it was perfect, then oh god. Ugh. I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland when I'm saying that. It has to be unperfect in some ways. Ooh, I have an idea, Marina.
What?
I have an idea. Maybe.
What's
Maybe
that?
it'll work. All right. You know we have the 1/2 inch marks here.
Hold on. Let me get this last one. Say that again. You know where?
Okay.
What?
You know how we have the 1/2 inch tick marks, right?
Yep.
All right. Do you have any extra black paper that you've trimmed off or anything?
I do. Yeah, I've got lots of extra black paper. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we do marks and we fold it up and we attach the pages on like a slip cover.
Okay, but that's you're talking about making a hinge, a hinge for the book. If we make a hinge, you absolutely need a scoreboard, and you don't have one.
Well, it was a thought.
Yeah, it was a thought. You're going to get a scoreboard, but not right now. So what we're going to do? One sec.
Okay.
We are going to make it hinge, but we're going to need a new sheet of paper.
Okay, I got you. But I do have a lot. I have these.
Yep, you can use your scraps. You're going to use your scraps. That's a good idea.
I mean, it's as wide as the spine.
You don't need
a good inch.
No, just hang on. Just hang on. Let me just make sure all my I opened it all up.
It's 1 1/8 inch bigger than the spine itself.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make. All right. All right. Take all your scrap pieces. No, not this one. I want a scrap block. Black. Okay. So these ones were which were too thick. So I am thinking. Let me see how 2 pieces work. Hang on. 2 pieces. Work. Yeah, I think 2 pieces of cardstock would work instead of 4. See? See how it comes out nice and even?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a fresh piece of paper or your scraps.
I'll get my scraps because that paper's precious.
Yeah, and you are going to cut a you're going to need 1 inch, 2 inches. Okay, you're going to cut 5 2-inch. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is we're going to cut the paper down to 5 1/4. So it's going to be 5 1/4 this way. So okay, so there. Okay, so all those lengths that you have on the So I
So
end up,
cut the long way to 5 1/4.
yes.
All right.
Okay, and then all of these, once you get the, you're gonna, so it's got to be 2 by 5 1/4, and you need 5 of them.
2 by 5 1/4. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Let me check my scrappers. Oh yeah. So 2-inch down,
2-inch,
and then 5 1/4 across.
no, 2-inch across with 5.5. Doesn't matter. Just 5 1/4 by 2 inches.
Okay.
So you end up with a rectangle like this.
Okay.
Okay, and you need 5 of those sheets.
Weird. Do you say that we're still streaming on your
Give
end?
me a second. Yeah, I still show we're streaming.
Okay, 'cause it must be just my connection.
Yeah, we started about 2 hours ago, so, and we still got a few people watching.
We're probably putting people to sleep.
Sorry. So once you've cut out all 5 of those pieces,
I think this is the last one.
and this is where the scoreboard becomes really important, but
Okay. I got all 5 cut.
okay. You are going to score 1/2 inch all the way through. So you're going to do 3 marks of a 1/2 inch.
On this one
Yes.
piece?
Yeah. So see how I did it?
Hang on. Let me move this out of the way so I have my table. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to make 3 marks at a 1/2 inch each. So the idea is, before you start it, look up. Look at me for a minute. So the idea is we're going to fold it in half like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just let me make one and then you'll see where I'm going with this. Okay, you still have this marking. And the idea is then you're going to take it, and where's my scissors? We're going to cut it down. We're going to cut here and cut here. Okay, so that the folded part is on the outside, but the 2 raw edges are together here. And you're going to miter it on each side, and we're going to put it in the middle. So we're going to open it, and it might not open on the middle for this one.
Because we've glued them both together, remember?
No, some of them, yes. No, but see, I can open it up. There we go.
Let me
Okay.
check. Let me see. Just to
Yeah,
be-
some of them you may have to just push it open. Let me just suck something.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Okay, so then you're gonna go, and this might not work. Give me a minute. Let me see something.
All right, you do that. I think I
Yeah.
see what you're seeing.
Okay, it's not gonna.
I know what you're doing.
It's not gonna work, and the reason is we cut it too long. That's fine. That's fine. So just cut. So before you fold them together and do anything, we're gonna cut this down. Give me a minute. We are gonna cut it down to. Bear with me for a minute. Where the hell's my pencil? That's not gonna work either. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. If we do it this way instead.
You're kind of sort of doing the same idea I had in mind.
If we do it, I'm gonna have to, and then trim it as we do it. Okay, this is the way it's gonna go in. Okay, so trim it just a little bit. It doesn't have to be exact. Take it and trim it a little bit on each side. So a little bit on this side. All together, just before you put that. So on each of these sheets, just trim like a quarter of an inch, like very tiny.
Okay. So go ahead and do that now before I
Before you score. Doesn't have to be exact.
All right. Barely even.
Doesn't have to
barely
be even.
3 millimeters I trimmed off.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right, so now
Score at ½ inch intervals. So you need 3 score lines.
okay, so 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and then 1
1.5 inch. Yeah.
Half inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Okay. Seems simple enough.
This is the only way we're going to be able to salvage this screw up.
No, sometimes I was watching a video. I think who was it? Was it Nick the Booksmith or it was another one that I watched. She does this, and she says sometimes the worst mistakes are the best accidents. You know what I mean? Because it actually turns out better than originally planned. So sometimes you can screw up, and it actually is the better idea than what you started with, and you end up using your mistakes instead of using what you originally planned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
All right. So while you get that done, I'm going to go and mix my pasta salad.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Now, here's the hard part. Should I or shouldn't I? I wonder. Let's see. Okay, they're not there. Let's try it this way. I wonder. Wonder. Whew. See if this will work. I hold it and use my phone holder and crease it right here. Oh, heck yeah, it works. Well, it may have cut through. No, it actually works. Holy crap! I just figured something out, Marina.
Hang on till I get back there, and then you can tell me.
Oh, I just figured something out. No, I figured out a way to score using my cutter.
Oh, sweet.
You see what I'm doing?
Nope, not yet. I'm in the kitchen trying to.
Oh, initiative, intuitive, yes, ma'am, and it'll hold it still too. So, guys, if you don't have a scoreboard and you have a cutter like this, and you got a bone folder or a pen or something, you can use your cutter as a scorer. I'm so sorry that I'd never thought of doing this before. Holy crap! It's probably been around for years, and I'm just now figuring out. Ah! Yeah, so much freaking easier. So much easier. Oh, I can't believe I hadn't thought of this before. This is saving my butt and a lot of moving around in wonky lines, and actually have mountains and valleys in the correct place.
Oh, smart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, smart. That is freaking sweet.
See, I'm smart. I think of it. I was like, I don't want to do this. Let's see if this will work, and it did. I still want the scoreboard though. You can't back out of that one.
Oh, no. I'm not going to. I don't need it. So, yeah, you're getting it. I bought a new one.
I'd love to have a couple of bone folders, so if this thing happens.
Yeah, I'm not buying you a bone fuller.
Ooh, hot dang! And this is a Stampin' Up one.
Put it on your wish list because they are like $15 to $20. I'm still trying to get my hands on a Teflon one.
A bone folder?
Yeah,
No.
it's called a Teflon bone folder, and they're about $25 each.
No.
Okay.
You can get them on Ally. Come on.
No.
I don't need something expensive. I just need a bone folder that I can keep up with.
Yes.
Or a few of them.
Let me give you a sample. Okay.
Look at that. That is so sweet. Look.
This is the We Are Memory ones. Okay.
That looks like knives.
Okay. This is and that one is what my go-to is. This is the one that I bought. It's a cheap one off of one of the stores. This rips through my papers. If I use it on a scoreboard, okay, just to show you on a scrap piece of paper, okay, and I use it like you normally do, a lot of the times, depending on the paper, it rips it right through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I need the Teflon bone folder that doesn't do that.
Wow. Well, this works. I mean, it was sent to me by Miss Helen.
Okay, so now this is the way we're going to attach this. The first off is we are going to put a little bit of glue. So
I haven't cut them. I haven't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right, so fold it in the center.
Fold it in the center.
On the valley or the mountain?
I don't know. I fold it like I make a mountain, like that.
Okay, well then fold it on the mountainside.
Okay, fold all 5 of them on the mountainside.
I need to burnish them. Oh, this makes it so much easier. Oh my God. Well, at least I taught how to do it with it if you didn't have
Exactly.
two different ways. So now there's a third one. So there's a little tip and trick for a third if you don't have a school board. All right, now all 5 are folded. Now, let's see.
Okay.
How much do I cut off? Because that's going to go over. See that? That's to the tip. That's to the end.
What the hell? No, your pieces of paper, the original length should have been 5.25, and then a little bit taken off.
Oh, that might be the reason why it wasn't right. Okay. I thought I had it right. I may have cut it the opposite way. Hang on. So there's 5.25. So mark it just and cut just a little bit more off, right?
Yeah. Now, is that 2 inches wide? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have got the marks if it wasn't 2 inches wide.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and cut it down to 5, just under 5.25.
Okay. So just a couple millimeters shy. Okay. All right. Now I'll just use this as a template and
Cut all the rest of them.
Yep. All right. I'll cut. We probably use those in a different project if we keep them. Or if I keep them anyway. Make a small little mini one. All right. 5 cut, and now you said to miter the corners, right?
Yeah, miter
Right
the
here.
corners, but no. You're going to miter the corner only from the middle to the edge, the raw edge.
So the one of the middle 1/2 inch things, oh, that one went too far in. That one's cracked.
That no, cut another piece. That's no good.
Yeah.
Because you can't have them cracking, because then it's going to come off.
Oh yeah. So we'll do it again. I must have pressed too hard on that one.
Yeah, you might have pressed too hard.
So what I will do is I will actually use this and just fold it with this, and I have the crease marks.
Yep.
Like that. Boom.
Yep. But you're still going to need to make a mark at the 1/2 inch.
Yeah, I'm going to fold it like that. Easy.
Yep.
And just fold that over there. Well, that might not be a 1/2 inch. I don't know. No, it's just a little shy.
That's okay.
Yeah, because it's just folded in half. So if you just need to make the 1/2 inch, just fold that whole
Yep.
piece in half.
Yep.
Okay. See,
Okay.
I talk to myself too, so I don't feel bad.
So then in the valley, okay, you're going to fold it together and you're going to cut the tip off this, leaving the clean edge alone. So you're only going to cut it on the corner. I don't know if you can see it. Like that.
So from here to here.
Yeah. And you're going to do the same with all 5 pieces. Okay. On both sides.
There to there. There to there. So looks like that. Looks almost like a file folder tab.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what you're going to do.
Let me see. I may have to trim this down to scotch more. Hang on. Let me measure it. Make sure. Let me see if I can put it in because I know what you're.
Now,
I know what you're gonna do.
so leaving. Okay, so now you see how there's 4 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna put it. You're gonna. The idea
that.
here is to put it on the inside, like leaving the
that.
middle one open. So you're gonna put it on one side this way, like that, up to the half mark inch, leaving it,
Mhm.
and then on the other side at the same time.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Hold on.
like this. Where it's sitting in the center.
Yeah, but it's got to go the set like that. If I can get it to the 2 pieces, this is going to be a bitch.
All right. While you're doing that, let me miter these edges real quick.
I'm thinking once it's glued together, it's not going to slide out because that's what's happening right now. It's sliding out. There. All right, I'm going to go and glue one. I'm going to glue one. Leave that one alone. And then it's just. Okay, so do one side first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Do one side first. And then the other side here. Okay. Slide that in.
Congratulations to the ones who are still hanging in there with us. We're having to make some modifications to this, so you're seeing us think off the top of our heads.
Yep. Okay, now on this piece, this is where I'm worried.
Okay, let's see. Hang on a minute. I think I got an idea. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. I think I may have solved our little dilemma here. Where'd it go? Hang on. Okay.
I got it.
Hang on a minute. I'm working on something. It may we may need to cut a couple more strips, but it may work. Give me a second.
I'll be right back.
All right. I'll let you see what I got so far.
The only way you're going to get it to work, Emily, is if you glue it in one side and then glue in the other side.
Exactly. Hang on a minute. You see what I'm doing? I'll show you in a minute. I know I'm not very good at making these things, but I had an idea, and I've seen this on some other another person's channel on how to do this, and it's a connector. So everything is connected. Once it's all glued in, I got to make another piece or 2 more pieces for this last
Well,
one.
no. Wait a second. No, because the way you're talking is that you then have all the pages like this, one on top of each other, right?
Like that. But
Wrong.
you still have
Right.
but you still have the gusset. Look. you still have the piece out here that needs to be glued down. What you're going to do is you're going to glue these two pieces in, but to the 1/2 inch mark. And when you finally put it down, it'll still set exactly the way you want it, and it'll still open.
No, you're misunderstanding me, hun. Okay. Here, okay. So you're just watch me first and then you'll understand.
Okay.
Okay?
All
So
right.
this is the gusset. Okay, this is your hinge or your
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. What you're going to do is you are going to glue, see the inside of the valley? You're going to
Mhm.
glue the first valley, not all the way, just in the middle. Just in the middle,
Okay.
right here.
Let me take these out. Let me take them out.
Okay, so see how
No, I didn't. I didn't see. James Lee was talking to me.
thanks,
what?
Sherry. Okay, so you're going to put glue inside of the valley.
All right. So where it's here.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to put glue inside of that. You wait. You cut it wrong. You cut it wrong.
Huh? No,
You
I
cut
didn't.
it. Yes, you did. But that's okay. That's fine. The cut should have been on the out. The cut.
Oh.
Okay. The valley.
Will it still work?
It'll
Will
still
it
work.
still work?
It will still work. It will still work. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Just put the
And-
glue inside of the valley. You're gonna have to change it up a bit.
Well, everybody does it. I mean, there's two different ways if
Yeah.
you want to do it. If you want to look at it
Yep.
that way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just put the glue inside of the valley and then close it up. And make sure it's not all the way. Make sure you still have the two flaps that you can open it back up. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make sure that is closed up properly. Now I'm going to leave this. Yeah. Now on the, hold yours up to the camera. Okay. So yours is, you've got the cut on the inside, right?
This is what it looks like. This is the flaps.
Okay.
And this is the cut.
Right. But you're still not understanding it. This is the way it should be. See, the flaps are the parts that it needs to cut.
Oh.
You see how you cut it on the wrong side? But that's okay. Cut the flaps. Make a mark, another mark on the flaps.
Like right here. Like down, going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the open end.
Yeah. So do the same thing on all of them.
To make it look almost like an arrow on both sides, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Normally it should be like this, like that. But you did it on the wrong side, but no big deal. That's how we're going to salvage it.
All right.
Yep.
So is that right?
Yep.
Like an arrow on both sides. Okay.
Yep.
Let me get that done so I don't screw anything else up.
That's okay.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Makes me think of that Paul Abdul song, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Whatever.
Yeah, Sherry, that's because I'm teaching someone else. It's kind of a little bit hard because I know how to fix the mistakes, but trying to teach other people the same thing is where it becomes a little bit of a confusion.
Well, at least you're getting to teach and do what I do.
So once you have one of them made, or once you have them all cut and glued in the valley with the flaps open, let me know.
I've got one more.
That's fine.
I'll do this one. All right. I get my bits out of the way. Oop. There we go.
Okay, so now on all of them, bend back your flaps. Just so that it gives you a little bit of wiggle room.
Making sure that that's glued down too. Giving it a good.
Yep.
Those folds were a little off, but that's okay. For what we're gonna do, I'm guessing.
Not a big deal.
Glued down anyway. If I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Okay, so now comes the hard part. So take one of your pages. Now see how you have 4 open sections.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got 2 on the outside and 2 on the inside, right?
1, 2, 3.
It should be 4. It should be 1,
1,
2, 3, and 4. See how I have it? 1,
No.
2, 3, 4.
I only have 3. I mean, I have 4 slots.
Okay. Yeah. So to double check it, put your hand in the middle where the 2 flaps are and open it and just go very gently down so that you can see the 4 pieces.
Okay, I'm not understanding, but there's 4 slots.
Okay, there's 4 slots. That's fine.
1, 2, wait a minute. You see where my fingers are? There's 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this right?
Hold on. Let me do it the same way you just did. 1, 2. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
just
3 slots.
sure. I was like,
okay.
Okay.
Ignoring the middle slot, you're going to take one part of the wing and insert it on the back piece. See how see this is the middle wing. This is the middle hole. You're going to take one part of the wing and you're going to glue it on this side. It's going to go like this. So the you still have one wing open.
Okay, so like this.
Yeah, I think so. You're going to glue, take one wing.
You have where we folded in the middle here at the top, and then you have the wing on the side, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be sticking out. See this part here? This is the part that's left over. It's going to be connected to the 2 outside pieces, leaving the middle open.
Okay, like this.
So in other words, you take the one part of the wing, put glue on both sides of the wing. Okay? And then take your page and you are going to insert it on the back part. So like this. And then press it down together.
Oh, like I have it. Like it has a little wing on the outside, like that.
Yeah. So now there's nothing in here, but you have the little wing still up here. See how that's little?
And there's still after you put that in there,
you still have the middle opening.
The middle opening, then the one on the other side.
Correct.
Okay.
Because that little wing, the little wing that you haven't used yet, is going to go in the hole on the other side.
Right. Don't do that. All right, so we have it looking like that.
It looks about right. Now, take the wing that you've got there. Again, put glue on both sides of the wing.
On both sides?
Both sides of not on the flap part, just on the wing. On both sides of that wing.
The one that's the single side.
Yeah.
And it's on the both sides.
Yeah,
Like
both sides.
here,
And you're,
here, and here.
yeah. And you're going to lift up gently that one flap that you've got left. So from here, like that. So you look, see how where the seam is, and you're gonna push that one flap inside. Okay, so it comes out like this.
I'm now lost here because I glued this to the outside.
Oh boy. All right, let me see. It was supposed to go the other way, it looks like.
Yeah. So was it supposed to go across this middle section that was open?
Yeah, so that it closed it up. Yeah,
Nuts.
that's okay. That's okay. Cut it out.
Hang on a
No,
minute.
no.
I can get it out. I can get it out. It's still wet enough for me to pull it out.
Okay, if you can get it wet enough to pull it out, that would be great.
I got it.
Okay, so put it on the other side.
Okay.
You may have to put some more glue on it.
Okay, I've got to figure out what I did. All right, so once it's glued to this inner section here, the middle section, bring that other tab over and tuck it and glue it to this side.
Okay, let me show you again. So you're gonna have the middle section, you're gonna leave alone. You're not gonna glue anything in that middle section. You want to glue to on the left side and on the right side.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. So glue here and press it here. Fold it over and put the other flap on this other outside and glue it down.
Correct. So you've got, so in other words, these are your two flaps. Your two flaps are going to go inside like this.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
the two of them are holding it and the little piece is left out.
Okay, I think I got you on that one now. That's a little on the confuzzled side.
Yep, and I apologize. Like I said, this is normal. This is only to save what we did the screw up to begin with. Normally, you would not do it this way.
Well, all right. Let that dry for just a second. And then glue the outside of that and press it down. Did I put enough glue in there? Did I? Oh, mother of mercy. I just did it on the wrong side. Oh my gosh. I thought I had it on the last one. This thing's going to be all sorts of, yeah. When I get done with it, it'll look pretty. But
you're not going to really see this part. So you should be okay.
Now that I have the hang of it, I can actually do that with the rest of them. All right, now to do that for the other four. Now that I got the hang of that one and screwed it all in. Oh, about done it again. There we go. It's going to look beautiful once we get it all decorated up and fixed.
Yep.
Wow. You can hardly see the steam. This is what you do when you screw up and you don't want nobody to know you screwed up. You improvise. You know, you're not supposed to tell people that you mess up. You make it look like it's supposed to be like that.
Ah, this is the only way we're gonna learn.
Oh, yeah. Mistakes are bound to happen, and mistakes are
Yep.
a good thing.
3,
Like I said
4.
before, sometimes the mistakes are the better ideas. Or not like I said, but what I can't, like I said, I don't know who said it, but she said it. I think it was Amy from the something. Amy. It's not Al John. It's another Amy from something or other. Heck, I don't remember. One of the ladies that I watched. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. She's a big farmer. The Paper Post, I think it's called. Amy from the Paper Post.
Hmm.
Do you know who she is?
No.
I'd have to really go searching because both phones are occupied, and so I can't really look to see who it was. So I can quote her correctly.
Eh.
If it was her, I don't know.
That's okay. Don't worry about who had actually said it. Somebody always did.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've got all
Almost
5.
done. Almost done. Give me a second. Almost done.
Yeah, we got all 5 hinges back on the paper. Now it should not.
So even if you screw up, you can still fix it.
Yep.
That one may be out just a little bit too far, but like I said, it's not going to be a perfect fit. Total. All right, hinge is done.
Okay. This time we should not have any problems. Okay, so now let's start with going back and gluing it onto the cover like we were going to.
Okay.
So take, all right, so this is the way you want to hold the paper. No, no,
Okay.
this is the, you want to hold it this way, like that.
Oh, so
With
the
that-
bend is going to my right?
Yeah, so it's going to go into the book this way with the bend starting on the outside of the book.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
That's all I
and
needed to know.
I've got to fix something here because I realized my markings were too high. So,
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start attaching these. I'm going to grab my paper clips and see if they're long enough to match.
okay. So, starting it on this side.
See if my clips are long enough. Ooh, fine. Yep, they are.
Okay,
I was
you can
hoping that they were tall enough.
right there. So put in one and one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, now it's not bulking.
Yeah, it's a lot better. I'm already on my second one.
Yeah. And as soon as we're done this, then we have to leave it to dry overnight.
Yep. So this is our last step for this evening.
Oh shit. No. That's supposed to put the glue on the other side. Luckily we're going to be
I didn't do
covering
it.
that up.
I didn't do it.
Okay, so the papers are got to go right lined up right next to each other.
Uh-oh. Whoa. I need to put that like this.
And this is the reason why I like using 2-way glue, because then I don't have this problem.
This problem with it raising up.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I'm having a slight problem with, so we have to keep them laying flat so they'll dry that way. And so when we raise them up,
That's why I'm using the paper clips to keep them from raising up. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use a paper clip in here as well, just so that it holds the papers together like that. Okay. All right, this way. Okay.
I have to recreate one of these tomorrow just to see if I can remember how to do it.
Well, I'm gonna redo another one, but with the proper bottom. Play around with it a bit more before I write up the instructions on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and last one going in now.
Yep, me too. And thank you for the suggestion of covering it, because it looks a lot nicer now.
You're welcome.
I was going to use just pattern paper, but you're right. It needed a cover.
Yes, ma'am. You need a contrasting color, something that'll make
Yep.
the whatever paper you put down pop.
Yep.
Make that look pretty.
Okay, I'm almost thinking. Okay, that's good. Okay, mine is completely fucked up.
Well, that'll work. It'll work in the end. Mine's just a little bit off where the hinge is supposed to sit, but that's okay. Once it's dry, we'll figure it out.
Now, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, if I'm right. No, it may look screwed up, but it didn't screw up itself on the overall. Huh, interesting. Oh no, it did screw up. I went wonky on the papers. Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah, I went wonky on them too, but you know, once we get the paper on them, nobody's gonna really see them.
It looks good. There you go. Looks good. I like it.
All right, so what are we doing with these? Are we bending them back over top of these as like a pocket, like that?
Yeah, exactly. So what I did is I took a paper clip, and these are the two flaps, like that. I just clip them together so that it takes form shape. So I clip the
Okay,
two.
hang on. Let me go ahead and do that too. I've got some little pins and a little paper clip. Come on, open up, dude.
Okay, so when it completely dries, it should lay down nice and flat like that.
I poured out just way too many. All right. I'll put one on each end. It's nice and tight.
Yep, you can do that too. And that's it. There's the first, the way we're going to do the first one. And it's actually pretty steady, pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
It's not hard. You know, it's still got a soft binding cover. What we might do though, because I think I want to get these covers a little bit more stronger, we might lay down a second piece of chipboard on this tomorrow, or do it tonight. What do
Once
you
we
think?
put once we put the cardstock or whatever we have, the paper on top of it, plus the layer
Yeah,
of glue or
yeah,
what have you,
yeah.
I
It's
think
gonna be
it'll be just
stronger.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because I've made journals like this,
yeah.
and once you get all the paper and the glue is dried, you have a stiffer cover.
Just keep working it so that it bends all the papers back. See?
Yeah. See, I may have messed it up like right here, but once we get the paper on and it
Yep.
decorated up, nobody's really gonna notice. Because once you get embellishments, pictures, and what have you in there, it shouldn't really make a difference.
Yeah. There we go. I like it. Even with the screw up.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Or if you're going to be watching this at a later date, we will be back with another live stream and how to decorate this book tomorrow. So have a good night, and we will talk to you all later.
Oh, wait a minute, Marina, before you cut it off. Remember, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up, guys. And also remember to check out my channel, Emily Welda Creative Jewels by Emily, and hit that subscribe button. Check out the videos that we have here for you. And we hope to see you guys on our next broadcast,
which will be either tomorrow or no, it'll have to be tomorrow because Friday I've got something else. So tomorrow for sure.
Yep. We don't know exactly what time, but we will make sure we post in both groups. If you're not a part of our groups,
yep.
Marina, can you tell us what your group is?
It's Scrapbooking Ottawa. So I will write it in here. So Scrapbooking Ottawa. Oops, that is wrong. So it's Scrapbooking Ottawa. That's the name of it.
All right. Check that check that Facebook group out. If you're not a member of that, please go head over there and get into the happy scrapbooking family. Now, if you're also new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Emily, and I'm visiting on her channel, and we are doing some very neat things. And if you have not checked out my channel, like I said, it's Emily Welda, Creative Jewels by Emily. I also have a Facebook group. Check it out. It's many different crafters and a very, very happy crafty family. So if you don't know, go check us out, both groups. So yeah, we're on Facebook and YouTube here. So check us out, check the channels out. And also, if you see somebody and you want to check them out, check their channel out, feel the love and share us out and tell people about us and help us raise awareness for the fellow scrapbooking community. If you want to add anything else, I'm gonna shut up now.
Nope, everything is fine. So that's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.